It'll be Clemens to start this off. Men's quarterfinal. Sweden in the white tops. Germany in the yellow tops. Elmer trying to go cross court. Good cover from Hölting Nilsson. Hölting Nilsson going to send over a freebie. Little tempo set to Wickler. What a set there. Falling down. Niels, beautiful. Ehlers kind of looking like Phil Dahlhauser falling to his knees out there for that set just to commit to that clean set. Option is good. A bit of force on that tight pass, but Hölting Nilsson is one of the best in the world that we have at that option.
It's always interesting. Sweden went after Niels. This time they started on Andersson.
Back to Niels. Down the line, nice dig. Elmer in transition. Little fadeaway set. What a swing. Heavy dig is there. Wickler in transition. Oh, look at this rally to start this one off. Good hustle here. Elmer going to tap it over. Option. Nice touch. This one's still going. Clemens looks to reset here. Cross court. Sends a scud right at the chest of Elmer and can't corral it. Oh my goodness. What a start.
What a rally to unpick. And it all began with the positioning from Elmer on the very first swing.
Sickness, any kind of pollution over the air. So it's kind of fascinating. It's been here a lot this week in the Treckle. Ace for Hölting Nilsson is good. Definitely good. San, we would love to come back to Camps Bay. Bring us back. 4-piece. Out wide. Andersson. Off speed. Cuddy. Excellent decision there. Heavy dose of swings you're going to see from Andersson, but that is one of the first shots so far.
Off of that ocean, it is bringing it inside, and I've seen a lot of mistakes on center court with players kicking out. This time he holds on the inside ground, so it opens up that line a little bit more.
10 serving 7. Right back to Niels. Good little kick in here from Niels. Chip to the line. Elmer is there. Andersson, transition. Sends a BB. That's off the chest of Wickler. Keeps it going. And Andersson to the top of the penthouse. There off the hands of Niels. What a touch from Wickler, though.
And what is so beautiful is that first take is so pure. And then it gets Germany. They're indecisive right from the get-go. They don't know, are you going to go on second? Yes, they are. But Niels is just like, wait.
Trouble on this pass. Good save from Clemens. Niels with a little slide approach. Finds the sand. He can put that ball up in a good hittable spot for Wickler to attack. 13-8. Nice touch from Niels. Tap to the line. Andersson with the full layout, trying to keep that one in play. He cannot.
But that's a great play from Niels. Just the high reach, the fast snap. Don't wind.
Ehlers, good pace, but again, handled perfectly. Hölting Nilsson challenging the block of Ehlers and off the block and into the antenna. So 15-9, the lead now 6 for Sweden. And perfect option from Wickler. Denise, you wanted to see more options there. Maybe a little
It's so
late.
easy. It's so
The ball over the shoulder. 16-10. Ehlers finding the hands of Hölting Nilsson. What a move for his third stop of the match.
And the second Niels winds up. Hölting Nilsson is going with the momentum. There was so much space high up and over.
Ehlers, little kick in here. Right back to the fast line, sneaking it off that inside hand of Hölting Nilsson. Niels on the line. Trouble here. Andersson a little bit tight. Andersson going high hands. And off the block, it is good.
Beautiful dynamic from Sweden.
There's an option there. That's a little too easy into the lap of Andersson. Chance in transition. Andersson stays near perfect right now. Sweden can just do no wrong. So set point number 1 now for Sweden. And the option again, this time Wickler. You can see that's going to be a trend, I think, in this second set.
It's got a bit too much push and it's got a bit too much hold.
A tough float from Wickler. A little quicker hands that time, Andersson. And unbelievable. Hölting Nilsson finds a way out. Bit of a phone booth there, but he works it deep angle off the wrists of Wickler. And Sweden come out looking to provide a little bit of support, but not too much. As we start set number 2. And Niels trying to go off the hands. He will
stay on the line that they want you to be driven, then they get statistically better and better.
Again, the passing has been crisp from Niels, challenging the high hands of Hölting Nilsson. That is covered. Clemens trying to do something. Hölting Nilsson says, "You shall not pass."
Jakob Hölting Nilsson coming into this match and then drops in with the late windscreen wiper. It is incredible.
A little bit of movement. Niels overhead. Sharp angle from Niels. Denise, you wanted some movement. There's a little bit of movement.
And this is
One serving two. On the line of Andersson. Good lift. Option. Look out below. The oohs and ahs from the crowd from that swing from Hölting Nilsson.
It's so perilous, isn't it, when you go to Elmer Andersson? That's unbelievable, but the delivery was phenomenal.
Good line drive serve. More movement. Ehlers overhead. Nice change up there. The little chip to the line, using that height overhead.
I am so excited that Germany are doing things differently because you can see Sweden are a little bit out of sorts, and that's exactly what you've got to do. So I love that. Even David and Jonathan didn't make it as quickly.
Yeah, when you're breaking records that David and Jonathan have not broken, you're doing something good, and there is a perfect little spread.
You know, teaching the sort of slightly older dogs the newer tricks.
And the serve to Andersson, or excuse me, Hölting Nilsson, and there is Niels with the stuff, so the change-up on the serve as well.
Love it. I'm sure the coach had a lot to do with that in the box. You need to flip that switch.
Hölting Nilsson out of the middle. Sizzles one through both German players there. What a swing.
Start taking away a little bit out of his engine and the speed with which maybe he can still operate at.
Right back to Jakob here. And what a shot there. Fading to his left. Brings out the cutty. Back to the sideline. What a shot.
Talk about high IQ. You know, after you've crafted as maybe it would look in the Swedish hands.
There's trouble there. That one dropping quickly on Ehlers, and Ehlers going to take that second to wipe his glasses after. And here's the side change from the Germans. Ehlers high outside, cross court, good stick from Andersson. Andersson off the hands into the net, and good. Ehlers getting some revenge there with that stuff.
Fantastic timing by Niels Ehlers, but the defense from Sweden and position themselves accordingly is just really phenomenal.
Tracking that one well is Andersson. Good push to that right shoulder. Clemens cannot turn that one down or chase that one down.
I'm not sure how easy that was ever going to be. Had to work really hard to get on that ball.
Oh my goodness. Look at the movement, the variety from service line here from Sweden. That turns into an ace for Hölting Nilsson.
And just when you think that Niels Ehlers has been so solid.
Struggling to find some answers here in this quarterfinal after dropping the first set 21-13. All roads pointing to a Sweden victory. And there is Niels off the hands of Hölting Nilsson.
You did all that long warm-up with the shoulder.
Ehlers through the hands. Elmer's there. Hölting Nilsson sends one over. Clemens. Elmer decides to pull. Look at Hölting Nilsson playing a little bit of defense. Can he turn this one? Not quite yet. Tight ball to the net. Elmer, full Superman dive to try and keep that one up. Scrappy little play for Germany. Can that be a bit of a spark for them?
You always need those momentum shifting rallies. The language of beach volleyball is just absolutely in their blood.
Another sideline service ace for Hölting Nilsson. Ace number 3 for the youngster.
That maybe that's sort of thrown his pass off. You can't really say. You'd have to have that conversation with him.
And there's the option. Absolutely smacked from Clemens Wickler.
Haven't managed to do that.
Andersson out wide. Andersson going high hands, looking like David Oman out there with those high hand rips. Niels from the right, off speed, good change up from Niels off the tape, and good in that cut shot.
Sweden, as they go back to the service line with a pocket full of set and match points.
Ehlers off speed to the angle, sees Elmer just start to lean towards that line. Second match point for the young Swedes. Andersson prepping out of the middle. Andersson chip to the line. One of his only second chips there of this match. And it is Sweden with a full dismantling of Germans here